Oh, hi there, welcome back to another video. Now, have you ever thought, I'm in a loving relationship. I love my partner and I don't want anything bad to happen. I can't wait. But then sometimes you think, could something be different? Let's cheat. Let's just cheat for no reason. No? No, neither have I. I've never really thought that. But now, I hate referencing The Sun, but we're going to be looking at a story called Turn Up the Cheat. All women should have an affair once in their life. It made me feel sexier and look younger. If you like this sort of content, believe me, we can find some more stuff. Then hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, as well as that cheeky notification bell to be notified when more videos drop. Let's jump straight into it. So I kind of came across this story, and I haven't read it, but I want to kind of give my thoughts. Let's give my thoughts on all this. But apparently, I will say this, if this doesn't say that both partners should be able to do this, then you know what's going through my mind. I can cheat on you, but you can't cheat on me. And if you cheat on me, you're scum and you're the worst and I need to dump you. That's what I am predicting in this, if it is there. So let's begin. If you think having an affair is absolutely no-go for you, think again. You're massively missing out. Nothing beats the buzz of sneaking around behind a partner's back or the rush of adrenaline from the fear of being caught in the act. It's not made like it's some sort of thing where it's a kink or it's the best thing to do. Like, holy crap. The fact is that you have to look your partner in the eye afterwards and go, everything's fine. Everything's A-okay. Scroll down. Rachel Foster says every woman should try having an affair at least once in their lives. Okay, continue on. Every woman should try it at least once in their lives. More than a quarter of women who cheat feel more attractive, and 22% feel younger, according to a study by Affairs website. Which one that is? Don't recommend going to it. Wouldn't do it. And that comes as no surprise to me. My affair made my skin glow, and I felt both useful and energized. I don't need Botox or gym membership when I have a bit on the side. Why don't you just have an open relationship then? Like, literally just turn to your partner and go, I don't find us working that much. How about we have an open relationship and then you and I can date whoever and then we can pretend like we're role playing or something. It's just a thing. And the fact is that they've used an old picture of her, like when she's a lot younger, like, hey, I am obviously a 40-year-old woman. I look like this. But the second that I cheat, boom, I feel like this again. I look like this. It literally strips the age off me. I am absolutely A-okay with this. And I'm like, what the fuck? I was in a steady but mundane relationship with James when my head was turned 4 years ago by a married man at work. It was not as though I was looking to cheat, but after a year with James, the initial spark had fizzled out. So before even going and having the official spark just disappear, why not talk to James? Why not say, hey, James, things aren't working out so well. Can we change it? Can we work something out? Can we spice up our love life? Can we do this? Can we do this? No, you just went, oh, there's a guy that I kind of fancy at work, not looking to cheat, but I'm going to go and do it anyway. But then even if you're getting kind of excited and it's like, oh my God, this is amazing. What about his wife? How do you feel about that? How do you feel that you messed up someone else's marriage? And if she found out and she came after you, you'd be like, oh, I just wanted to look youthful and glowing because I was bored with my 1-year relationship. Don't like James, dump him. Say, James, it's not working out. I think we're fine. Get on out of here. Just go and I'll find someone else. And that will be spicy. Oh, fucking hell. Fucking hell. Okay. In the early days, he lavished me with meals in fancy restaurants, bought me flowers, and made me feel like the center of the universe. I had never met a man like him who was completely obsessed with my happiness. What about what about his happiness? Were you happy towards him? Did you fulfill his needs and his desires? Or were you just thinking of your fucking self? Because I think you were fucking thinking of yourself. I think you were just thinking of your fucking self all the way through this. And the fact is that since James probably didn't want to take you out for meals every night or every so often, you were like, oh, I don't like this. And if he wasn't putting the center of you, his whole attention on you, you're like, I don't like this. Honey, you spent 5 hours yesterday just stroking my hair, and today it was only 1 hour. I don't like this. Fucking hell. Sexy underwear. Without warning, through the cracks began to show. I couldn't put my finger on exactly when or why it happened, but the fun nights out became boring nights in, and I felt invisible. When James did not have his head buried in his phone, he was on his games console. Oh, that's it. How about you actually probably engage to talk with him? Fair dues, if he's playing his console and he's ignoring you all the time, maybe bring it up. Maybe go, James, I see that you're playing COD a little bit too much. I know that I'm not very good at this and I don't want to get into this. It's not my thing. But, how about you put the games console, we go out for a night on the town, dancing, having some fun, doing some stuff rather than, on your phone. But I bet if he turned to you and said this, you're on your phone constantly, texting your new lover or just literally on Tinder or Bumble and seeing what was out there because, you didn't communicate much, did you? You didn't communicate. I was 38 and I could feel my youth and confidence slipping away. I gained about 2 stone in weight, finding comfort in chocolate and cake. Combine the two, good thing. Yet, the more I tried to talk to James about how I was feeling, the more he clammed up. Maybe he wasn't good at communicating. Maybe you were like, I'm bored of this. You better pay attention to me. Like, how did you communicate? I want to know. How did you communicate properly to James rather than want to fuck him over and cause him to have problems? Maybe now James doesn't know how to trust you. Maybe he didn't know until he read this article. How did you feel about James? What did you feel take into consideration his feelings? Or maybe you could have talked it out a bit more. I don't know. Fuck yeah. If I tried to spice up our sex life with sexy underwear and killer heels, he spurned my advances. Sometimes I caught him looking at other women in the street. So when Andrew began flirting me at work on a night out, I felt flattered. So you could have spiced it. Again, not going to blame all this on you. James might not have felt comfortable. He might not have been able to express himself. I don't know. James, if you're watching this, which I highly doubt you're not, please comment on this and tell me. Because I just feel like, because there wasn't any sort of communication properly, like literally she probably said, hey, I don't know what to do. And you're like, well, I'm off, bye. And then you were sleeping with other people. And yet again, on a work night out, it's not good at all. As we laid together afterwards, planning our next secret rendezvous, I felt alive for the first time in years. Yeah, because you're excited because you now have got to look James in the eye and know that what you're doing is wrong and what you've done. And again, you've sent off your lover back to the other wife, and yet he's probably just not even giving a shit. He just wants his cake and eating it. He's got his wife, he's got you. There we go. After a few drinks, we ended up back at his place, having incredible passionate sex, which lasted longer than James's 10 minutes. I love the way you're shaming James there. You turn around, maybe he does it quick. Who knows? I'm not going to blame him. Every single person's completely different. But you there, love. I know you lasted at least an hour, but James, fucking James, he just doesn't last long. Oh, love, how are you shaming him there? You fucking bitch. I never experienced a rush like it. As we laid together afterwards, playing our next secret rendezvous, I felt alive in the first time in years. Going back to face James afterwards was not easy, but having a spontaneous, mind-blowing sex with Andrew was all I could think about, and it erased the guilt. What the actual fuck? Like, you just go, oh, hi. It's weird how you can look him in the eye and then go, oh, hi, James, how was your day? And then when he's telling you about his day, you're just thinking, oh, fucking hell, Andrew is fucking destroyed me. Oh, I don't feel guilty anymore. Yeah, again, if this was he turned around, if James said that he had an affair, I think you would absolutely go mental and say, how could you do it and make him feel guilty? I just fucking hate this attitude. I really fucking do. I became mischievous about covering my tracks, and the prospect of being caught out because became part of the thrill. It's part of the thrill, is it? It's a bit of the thrill. Fun and spontaneous. Andrew and I met up everywhere we could go without raising suspicion. I put a lock code on my phone so James could not check my messages. I always made sure it was on silent. I bet like the second like James was doing something, you'd demand to see his phone. You'd seen that sort of girl, you seen that woman that would be like, "Hey, hun, Emma messaged you. What was all that about?" And you'd be like, "Whoa, nothing, hun. Why you put a lock thing on your phone? I don't understand. Why is it we've got no secrets?" "Well, babe, you've got one on yours." "Yeah, that's for different things." I don't like this woman. I even contracted a story about how I enrolled on an evening dressmaking course so I could get out the house. Another time, I conspired with a friend who called me to arrange a night out while James was in earshot, and instead of meeting her, I went to see Andrew. What the actual fuck? This fucking woman. Rachel says she became curious about covering a track. Okay, we read that. Although the deceit made me feel guilty in the beginning, I pushed it aside. Sex with Andrew was more fun and spontaneous, and I could not get enough whenever it was in a hotel room or on the back seat of his car. One time we had sex in my living room in the middle of the day when James was at work. What the fuck? Like, literally, I reckon you're the type of girl that James would sit in his favourite chair or his favourite part of this, the sofa, and then you'd be like, "I had sex on that." I drew the line at doing it in my and James's bed because changing the sheets would have been made him more his suspicious. Well, I'm glad on that one. Well done, you. You thought, well, I don't want to have it in bed. How could you have it? Like, you fuck him in your marital bed. How could you lie there knowing that he's lying in the same bed as you fucking Andrew? Fucking horrible. Andrew made me feel young and sexy again, and unlike James, he complimented me constantly at a time when I needed it the most. I bet you, I bet you're the type of person that James goes, "Oh, you look really nice today," and you go, "Fucking shut up, James." And then Andrew comes on and goes, "You look really nice today." She's like, "Oh, babe, I really needed to hear that. You've made me feel better." Oh, yay. Like many women, as they get older, I became more insecure about my body and needed a boost. I bought lacy lingerie from Ann Summers, being careful to destroy the receipts that we had that type of wild, passionate sex you see in films. Going beyond the missionary position and getting out of my sex comfort zone was invigorating. I lost all my inhibitions when we were together. Yeah, again, you could have communicated with James on this one and gone, "Hey, let's talk about this. Let's spice things up." And even if James wasn't into it, maybe introduce him slowly to it. Maybe James needed to say, "Hey, I want to try something new for once." And yet you come rushing in going, "You'd rather fuck Andrew." Again, I hope Andrew's wife reads this and absolutely throws him out on his ass. Women, never say never to infidelity, because if you're being taken for granted and your fellow will not listen, then it is a fair game. In time, Andrew patched things up with his wife and called our time on our affair. It lasted 3 incredible months. I missed the rush of endorphins, and by this time my relationship with James was sexless and dead. 3 months on, and after 2 years later, James ended things too. Look at that fucking smug face. Fucking smug face. I hope that you don't find someone else, because if you get into a relationship and someone says, "Hey, didn't you cheat on your husband?" "Yeah, I did." "Well, I'm gonna end this." Rachel's now 46 and still searching for the one, but would not rule out cheating again. What the actual fuck? Like, can you imagine finding someone that you really like and then being like, "Yeah," and then they often cheat on you? It's fucking scummy. But can you imagine Rachel goes like, "Oh, things are going to be good. Oh, wait, I'm going to cheat on this person in, oh yeah, look at that, about 6 months' time." Just find someone that is kinky as fuck that can destroy you and you feel good. Don't go off and fucking cheat again. He had no idea about my affair, or if he did not show his suspicions. Maybe he was getting his kicks elsewhere too. I did not fall apart when our relationship ended because my affair with Andrew had shown me that I deserved better. Really? Why the fuck? How long were you there together again? How fucking long were you there? 3 months on after 2 years late together. Why didn't you just fucking end it? Like, just there and then. Why? Why did you just carry that on? Oh, it's fucking bitch. Although I've been on dates since, I'm now 46 and still searching for the one, which has been tough during the pandemic in a small place like Preston. Oh, it's fucking... I thought this was America. Fucking Preston, hey? Of course, I would much sooner be in a happy relationship with a man who fulfills all my needs and worship the ground I work on, but I would not rule out cheating again. Fucking that fucking line there, that horrible fucking line. Oh no. They have to devote themselves to me fucking every second of every fucking day. They don't message me and talk to me for at least 24 hours a day. If they can have 1 minute off to do something else, but if they don't fucking do that, holy shit. Fucking bitch. I hate that thing. So if a guy worships the ground that you walk on, would you also worship them, or is it just one-sided? Because I think that if they turn around to you right now and was like, "Oh babe, can you scratch my back?" "Oh no, you haven't scratched my back, so I'm not scratching yours." So women, never say never to infidelity, because if you're being taken for granted and your fellow will not listen, then it's fair game. Men cheat all the time, so why can't we? Not all men do it. Not all women cheat. So it's just that whole thing. So it's just like you point that out there. What the actual fuck? Just literally, this fucking woman pisses me off. Her thinking that she can get away with it, and the fact is that, she probably puts in like no effort at all. I reckon she'd be the sort of person that just wouldn't do anything. She says that she's all game, but no. Like, again, but Andrew patched things up with his wife, so effectively he just used you for like 3 months having sex, and then he went back to his wife. I hope Andrew's wife literally finds this out, literally send it to thing, so when they go like, "Hun, who's Rachel?" and they go like, nothing. Like, "Oh, it says that you had sex 3 months apparently, well done." It just pisses me off. This sort of thing really irritates me. It's just, if you're not happy in the relationship, end it. Just fucking end it. Don't wait for 2 years. Don't turn around and be like, "Oh no, what am I going to do?" Just fucking end it there and then. But what the actual fuck? Anyway, I'm going to leave it off to you. What do you think about this? Do you think that it was right for Rachel to go cheat on her husband because she wasn't getting into good sex? Or was that about it? Let me know down below in the comments. If you like this sort of video and you want to see more, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, as well as that cheeky notification bell to be notified when more videos drop. Thank you very much for watching. Catch you in the next video.